Hi kids, today we want to talk about grammar. I really like to write, so I need to have good grammar. Let's begin. Okay kids, let's do advanced grammar. Okay kids, remember we're doing adjective clauses. Adjective clauses describe a noun. So we have a noun, and behind the noun we have the adjective clause. Most adjective clauses have a marker plus a subject plus a verb. Okay? Let's begin. Today we're doing homework D. Homework D. Okay, part D. Combine using who, whom, whose, which, or where. These are the markers that we are going to be using. Who for a person, whom for a person, but that's an object. Whose, that's a possessive. Which is a thing. Where is a place. Okay, let's begin. Number 1. Catherine is very friendly. She lives next door. Catherine is the noun and she. All right, now Catherine, we're going to describe Catherine and we're going to use the sentence lives next door. Catherine is she, Catherine, she. So this Catherine, we're going to take it out and we're going to write who. Remember, this who lives next door must be behind Catherine. Catherine, who lives next door, is very friendly. Number 2, we stayed at the Park Hotel. A friend had recommended it. So here we have it here. Well, what's the it? Well, that's the Park Hotel. All right. So this it is out because we're going to use a friend had recommended to describe the Park Hotel. And this is a it. So I think I'm going to use which. So the new sentence will read, we stayed at the Park Hotel, which a friend had recommended. Number 3, we often go to visit our friends in Shanghai. It is not far away. Okay, well, here we have it. And well, what it? Well, Shanghai. Okay, now Shanghai is a place, right? So maybe some people say, let's use where, but I don't think so. I'm going to take this it out and I'm going to write which. So our new sentence is, we often go to visit our friends in Shanghai, which is not far away. All right, number 4. I went to see the doctor. He told me to rest for a few days. Okay, well, I went to see the doctor. Okay, well, there's the noun here, the doctor, and he. Okay, well, told me to rest for a few days. That's what we're going to use to describe the doctor. Okay. So what do? The doctor's one man. It's a person, and this is a subject. This he is a subject. So this he out, he is the subject. So I'm going to write who. So it is, I went to see the doctor who told me to rest for a few days. I went to see the doctor who told me to rest for a few days. Number 5, John is one of my closest mates. I've known him for a long time. So, John and mates, right? So I think John is one of the nouns, right? And him. Now, him is the object. So I've known for a long time, well, that's describing John. So him out, and I'm going to write whom because it's an object. John, whom I've known for a long time, is one of my closest mates. Again, John, whom I've known for a long time, is one of my closest mates. Okay, number 6. Belle is away from home a lot. Her job involves a lot of traveling. Well, we have this noun Belle, okay? And we have her, the possessive her. Job involves a lot of traveling. So we have the possessive here. We're going to use this job involves a lot of traveling to describe Belle's job. So, and here's her. So this her is going to go out, her out, and I'm going to write whose. So the new sentence is Belle, whose job involves a lot of traveling, is away from home a lot. One more time. Belle, whose job involves a lot of traveling, is away from home a lot. Number 7. The new stadium will be open soon. It can hold 90,000 people. Well, we're talking about the new stadium here, and here's it. Okay? Well, what do we do here? All right, let's go. The new stadium will be open soon. It can hold 90,000 people. This can hold 90,000 people is going to describe the stadium. There's it there. Stadium is a place. I don't want to use where, I want to use which. So where it out, and I'm going to write which. The new sentence is the new stadium, which can hold 90,000 people, will be opened soon. Number 8. Glasgow is the largest city in Scotland. My brother lives there. Okay, so here we have the noun is Glasgow. That's a place name, Glasgow. And it's my brother lives there. My brother lives there. So this time, I think I'm going to get rid of there, and I'm going to write where. So, Glasgow, where my brother lives, is the largest city in Scotland. Glasgow, where my brother lives, is the largest city in Scotland. All right, number 9. My pal helped me get a job. His dad manages the company. So here we have my pal, right? My pal and his dad, okay? And look at that. This is his dad. That's the possessive. There's a possessive here. Getting rid of that possessive. I'm going to write down whose dad. And the dad, this dad manages the company. Okay, so new sentence. My pal, whose dad manages the company, helped me get a job. My pal, whose dad manages the company, helped me get a job. Number 10. There's a woman living next to me. She's a doctor. Begin. The woman. Okay. Well, there we have, there's a woman. Oh, sorry, it says begin the woman. So we're going to begin the woman. So there's the woman here. And it's she, right? She. So this is going to be the sentence we are going to use to describe this woman. All right. Now, this is okay. Well, we know the woman here is a subject. So the new sentence is the woman who lives next to me is a doctor. The woman who lives next to me is a doctor. Okay, let's do number 11. I've got a brother Rob. He lives in Australia. He's a doctor. Begin, my brother Rob. So we're going to write down my brother Rob as the subject. Here we have brother Rob and he, okay? And we're going to get rid of this he. I'm going to write down who. New sentence. My brother Rob, who lives in Australia, is a doctor. My brother Rob, who lives in Australia, is a doctor. So this is the main sentence, is a doctor. Number 12. There was a strike at the factory. It began 8 days ago. It's now over. So here we have, there's the strike at the factory, a strike at the factory, there's it, and the strike, okay? Now, a strike is a thing, it's it. I'm going to get rid of this it. I'm going to put which. All right, this is going to be the adjective clause. So the strike at the factory, which began 8 days ago, is now over. All right, this is the main sentence, is now over. This it is also out. We don't need this one. Again, the strike at the factory, which began 8 days ago, is now over. Number 13, I was looking for a book this morning. I found it now. Okay, well, we have this book, right? And here's it, okay? And here we're talking about I was looking for this morning. That's going to be the adjective clause. All right. Now this is a very tricky one. Now we know that a book is a thing, right? So it's very easy to know. We're going to use which. All right. So they said begin. I found what? The book. We don't want to say a book. A book means just any old book. Because we're talking about, we found this book. So I found the book I was looking for this morning. I found what? The book which I was looking for this morning. All right, number 14. London was the largest city in the world, but the population is now falling. So we're going to begin the sentence, the population of London. Here's the population. All right, and here we have London here, okay? All right, this is going to be the adjective clause. We have to begin the sentence, the population of London, okay? Now the population is a thing, so we're going to use which as the marker. The population of London, which was once the largest city in the world, is now falling. This is the main sentence here. Again, the population of London, which was the largest city in the world, is now falling. So we can say this one, London, is out. We're going to write which. Okay. All right. Number 15. Number 15. All right. A job was advertised. A lot of people applied for it. Few of them had the necessary qualifications. All right, so here we have a job and it. Okay? And we're going to begin the sentence. Few of the people. Okay, few of the people. All right. Now, we're going to use this applied for. Applied for what? The job. Okay? And then had the necessary qualifications. That's the main sentence. All right. Few of the people. Okay? What people? Who applied for what? The job. We can't say a job. A job means any old job. We're talking about this job. So when you say the, few of the people who applied for what? The job, which was advertised, because we're now describing this job, which was advertised, had the necessary qualifications. It's very complicated. One more time. Few of the people, what people? Who applied for what? The job. What job? Which was advertised, had the necessary qualifications. Okay, number 16. Amy has a son. She showed me a photo of him. He's a policeman. Well, look at here. Well, we have Amy here, all right? And she has a son, right? There's him, and he's a policeman. We want to begin the sentence, Amy showed me. Amy showed me. Okay. All right. This is a very complex sentence. All right. So, Amy showed me. Showed me what? A photo of what? Of whom? Who's the photo of? Of her son. Amy showed me a photo of her son. She has a son. Her son. What about this son? Who is a policeman? Is he out? Okay. All right. Again, Amy showed me what? A photo. A photo of whom? Of her son. What about her son? Who is a policeman? All right. Number 17. Colin told me about his new job. He's enjoying it very much. Now this one's easy. Job and it. Okay? This job, I'm going to throw it out. This it, I'm going to throw it out. It's just a job, so which. Colin told me about his new job, which he's enjoying very much. Colin told me about his new job, which he's enjoying very much. Number 18, my office is very small. It is on the second floor. Okay, well, here's my office and it. All right, this it out. Now, this office is a place or a thing, right? I'm going to use which. It's very easy. My office, which is on the second floor. On the second floor is very small. My office, which is on the second floor, is very small. Number 19. Ben's dad now works in IT. He used to be a teacher. Well, We have the noun Ben's dad, his dad, and he. I'm going to use this used to be a teacher to talk about Ben's dad. This he out. I'm going to write down who. Right? Ben's dad, who used to be a teacher, now works in IT. That's very simple. All right, number 20. The office is very large. I'm using the office at the moment. All right, so we have the office. And here's the office, okay? This I'm using at the moment is the adjective clause describing the office. This office out. I'm going to use which. The office which I'm using at the moment is very large. The office which I'm using at the moment is very large. Okay, 21. The doctor couldn't find anything wrong. The doctor examined me. The doctor, those are the nouns. Examined me is going to describe this doctor. This doctor is a subject, so this one's out. I'm going to write down who. The doctor who examined me couldn't find anything wrong. Again, the doctor who examined me couldn't find anything wrong. Number 22. The sun provides us with heat and light. The sun is one of millions of stars in the universe. Here we have the sun and the sun. This is one of millions of stars in the universe. It's going to describe the sun. The sun, get it out, write down which, because it's a thing, the sun is a thing. The new sentence reads, the sun, which is one of millions of stars in the universe, provides us with heat and light. Again, the sun, which is one of millions of stars in the universe, provides us with heat and light. Okay, let's review part D again. I've written out the answers and listen to me. 1. Catherine, who lives next door, is very friendly. 2. We stayed at the Park Hotel, which a friend had recommended. 3. We often go to visit our friends in Shanghai, which is not far away. And look, I made a mistake, friends. 4. I went to see the doctor, who told me to rest for a few days. 5. John, whom I've known for a long time, is one of my closest mates. 6. Belle, whose job involves a lot of traveling, is away from home a lot. 7. The new stadium, which can hold 90,000 people, will be opened soon. 8. Glasgow, where my brother lives, is the largest city in Scotland. 9. My pal, whose dad manages the company, helped me get a job. 10. Let me explain 10 again. Question. There's a woman living next to me. She's a doctor. Begin, the woman. Now, living next to me, this living is not a verb. It's not a verb. This living next to me is a present participle phrase. Present participle phrase. Present participle means verb ing. A phrase is not, this is not a verb. A phrase here is describing the woman. So living next to me, this verb ing, this present participle phrase, is talking about the woman. This is like an adjective describing the woman. But when we write an adjective clause, remember when we write an adjective clause, we have a marker plus a subject plus a verb, or a marker verb. So this is why we have to change this to lives. The woman who lives next to me is a doctor. Lives is a verb. Living next to me is a present participle phrase describing the woman. Here, lives is the verb. The woman who lives next to me is a doctor. Number 11. My brother Rob, who lives in Australia, is a doctor. 12. The strike at the factory, which began 8 days ago, is now over. 13. I've found the book, which I was looking for this morning, now. 14. London, we're talking about London, the population of London, which was once the largest city in the world, is now falling. Number 15. Few of the people who applied for the job, talk about the people, which was advertised describing the job, had the necessary qualifications. Few of the people who applied for the job, which was advertised, had the necessary qualifications. So this sentence has two adjective clauses. All right, 16. Amy showed me a photo of her son, who is a policeman. 17. Colin told me about his new job, which he's enjoying very much. 18. My office, which is on the second floor, is very small. 19. Ben's dad, who used to be a teacher, now works in IT. 20. The office, which I'm using at the moment, is very large. 21. The doctor who examined me couldn't find anything wrong. 22. The sun, which is one of millions of stars in the universe, provides us with heat and light. Okay, now I want to talk about commas and adjective clauses. Okay, so we have two sentences here. Catherine, who lives next door, is very friendly. Now, if you think that who lives next door is not important to understand the sentence, then you use a comma next to Catherine, in front of who, and behind the adjective clause. Don't forget, you need two commas. Again, if you think that who lives next door is not important to understand the sentence, then use commas. Catherine, who lives next door, is very friendly. Now, if you think that it is important for the reader to know that Catherine lives next door, yeah, I think it's important, then no comma, no commas. Catherine, who lives next door, is very friendly. So remember, Remember, this sentence, you think who lives next door is not important. You set it off with commas, 2 commas, a comma in front and a comma behind. If you think the adjective clause is very important to understand the sentence, no comma. Many students will write a comma in the front and no comma here. Wrong. That is really wrong. Terrible. Really wrong. You either have a comma, comma, not important, no commas. Okay? That was exercise D, part D. Okay, goodbye. Okay, kids, thank you for watching this video. Now I need you to do a big favor for me. I want you to like this video. And I want you to leave a comment for me. I want you to write, "Thank you, Mr. Radisha," and then leave your English name. Really appreciate it. Thanks.